All right. When we last read, Grace was telling the story. And Grace, you may have noticed what about Grace and how she's different than Jet? She loves it there. She loves it at the wellness center. So they're at the Awakening in the morning, and Magnus, who owns the retreat, has just introduced Jet. And everybody said, "Behold, Jet." We all chorus. He looks at us like we're crazy. The older guy nudges him. "Yeah, happy hole to you too," Jet mumbles. Magnus takes us through the rest of Awakening, but I can't concentrate anymore. I keep glancing back at that guy Jet, who's doing everything wrong. He isn't reaching for the treetops. He's barely even reaching. His shorts are on inside out, and his t-shirt isn't even from the Oasis. Instead of "Be Whole," it says Sophie Tuppelman's Bat Mitzvah. And every time that older guy lets go of him, he drops to the mat and starts fake snoring. Or maybe that's real. I try to ignore him, but it's just so disrespectful. Not just to us and the Oasis, but to Magnus himself and right to his face. Magnus' sharp eyes are on me. "Behold, Grace, did we miss our deepest breath?" I practically sink into the forest floor from the humiliation. He's right. I was so distracted by that awful Jet person that I neglected my deep breathing, which is the most important part of Awakening. Sorry. As always, Magnus is cool about it. No need to be sorry. You just need to be whole. But I feel everybody staring at me for the rest of the half hour. I'm usually Magnus's best student, so it hurts that much more. When it's over and Magnus releases us to go to the bath, I wheel on the new kid, who is back on his mat, dozing off again. "It's called Awakening," I tell him bitterly. "You should try it sometime." He opens one eye. "I'm awake." "Yeah, right," I snort. "You're flat on your face with your brother who isn't holding you up right." "He's not my brother," he yawns. "He's my parole officer." The older guy tries to laugh it off. "Matt Luganis," he introduces himself, shaking my hand. "I'm Jet's companion." "Don't listen to him," Jet insists. "He's my dog groomer and part-time scuba instructor." "Jet," Matt begins warningly. "All right, I admit it. He's me from the year 2036. Ever since we invented that time machine, he's been traveling back to make sure our father doesn't disown me, which means the checks will stop coming in the future." Matt rolls his eyes. "Your father doesn't do checks. He uses his blockchain technology flash cash." Tyrell scratches his way over. "But isn't flash cash a Fuego product?" His jaw drops. "You mean your dad is Vladimir Baranov?" Jack gets to his feet. "That's the old man. He also invented Cluster Vault, Bite Bolt, Luau, and Kicking Horse Pass." "Okay, not that last one. That's a place in Canada." "You get used to Jet's sense of humor," Matt says dryly. "At least I've been told that." I already know everything about Jet there is to know, and it can be summed up in 3 words. Spoiled rich kid. "Wow," Tyrell enthuses. "Your dad is considered the greatest American innovator since Thomas Edison. You guys must be loaded." I elbow him in the midsection. Tyrell shrugs. "He knows he's loaded. Everybody uses Fuego. I've got an F phone." Jet is suddenly interested. "You've got a phone?" "Not on me," Tyrell admits. "I had to hand it over when we checked in. No electronics allowed." "You see," Matt says to Jet, "we're all in the same boat. It isn't some special torture your dad dreamed up just for you." Don't be a hole," Jet drawls at his companion. "See, I'm starting to get the hang of this place." I see red. "It's be whole, and you know it," I exclaim angrily. "It's encouragement to live a better life, and you're turning it into something gross." "You're right. I'm a bad person," Jet agrees. "You should complain about me to Nimbus and get me kicked out." He has the nerve to point to Magnus, who built this wonderful place. A pampered creep like Jet isn't worthy to add fabric softener to the laundry when Magnus washes his tracksuit. Magnus Fellini, I hiss, is Pathfinder to the Pathfinders, our leader. So tell him what a jerk I am, he encourages me. "Not going to happen, Jet," Matt informs him solemnly. "Take it from your scuba instructor. You're here for the whole 6 weeks." "We should get over to the bath," Tyrell puts in. "We're already late." Not me, Jet says stoutly. If I have to stay here and starve, at least I'm going to smell bad. It's not that kind of bath, I snap. It's a natural spring warmed by geothermal heat. There are only a handful like it anywhere. But that's not good enough for Jet Baranoff. If he wants to experience a great wonder of nature, his dad can just invent one and give it to him for his birthday. He starts bickering with Matt over whether or not he should have to suffer what other people save up for their whole lives to have a chance to experience. I grab Tyrell and we head through the woods toward the bath. Tyrell can't stop peering back over his shoulder in the direction of the argument. I can't believe Jet's dad is Vladimir Baranoff. He was named one of the 10 richest people on Earth, you know. Yeah, well, then money doesn't care who owns it, I retort. Where does Jet get off? When he trashes the Oasis, he isn't just insulting Magnus and the other Pathfinders. It's a slap in the face to every single one of us. It's only his first day, Tyrell reminds me. This place takes some getting used to. When I first got here, I wasn't exactly thrilled either. And now you love it, right? I prompt. Well, he begins. Okay, maybe you're not the greatest example, I concede. It's tough to be whole when your entire body is a giant rash. It's not that, he admits. It's my family. You and your mom came here for wellness, but my parents are treating this place as a weight loss clinic. Maybe I don't want to lose weight. You don't have to, I reason. The food here is awesome. For you, you're vegetarian already. And then there's my sister. She misses her boyfriend, Landon. How's that your problem? It's everybody's problem, he explained. Sarah hates everybody in the world, and that includes me. He points to the welt on his neck. Not all of these are hives, you know. She hit me with a hot chestnut during the nut roast last night. I've met Sarah a couple times. She's 17, so she's aged out of most of the kid stuff here at the Oasis. She talks about this guy Landon a lot, that's for sure. Like when Tyrell stubbed his toe, she mentioned that Landon loves Stubbs barbecue sauce.